now with me on the phone is Billy Joe Ward, originally from Ballinasloe County, Galway. Hi, Billy.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
To you, Jim.
It's great to talk to you, too. And I can't tell you, I looked for you.
It's a long time now since we met with the late, great Eamonn McGirr. My God, those are years back.
Oh, unbelievable. You know, I looked for you for a long time after you were on the radio show with us that time. You had given me the names of your relatives, and my mother recognized, your grandfather was Martin Ward?
That's right. That's right.
And my mother, that was one of the names my mother said that was her mother's cousin.
My God.
Mary Ward. She was from Ballinasloe.
It's a small world, Jim, is it not?
Yeah, it is. And I tried finding you for years, and I couldn't find. Some people said, yeah, he's around, but nobody knew where you were. And then when the internet came, and I finally found a song online of you singing this great Bobby Goldsboro song, "A Butterfly for Bucky." And I thought, oh my God, there's Billy Joe.
Yeah.
And that's when I sent a note to you, and that it's been a long time since I've talked to you, and so.
Well, it's great. It's great, actually. But I want to actually. I'm coming over in August with a girl singer that I work with at home called Natasha. So I'm hoping, as TR said, the same thing. I'm hoping to maybe do a weekend in Boston. If I do that, we'll definitely get together. We'll have a hoolie.
Oh, that would be great. That's a great video you had posted too of you and Natasha on YouTube.
It is, isn't it? And it's a good song as well.
It is a good song. It's a very good song. And I'll tell you,
I'm seriously thinking about releasing it in the States and sending it out to all the radio stations. Now, do you have it, Jim? No?
That song, no. It's I could probably play it from YouTube, but it's not the same. The quality.
No, I'll send you a proper copy of that very, very soon. That
would be fantastic, Billy. I'd really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Now, while you're there, Jim, I must point out that I heard yesterday about John Joe Summers, that he had passed away.
Yes, he did, yeah.
And I was very saddened to hear that.
Yeah.
And I'd like to wish all the family my deepest sympathy.
Oh, absolutely. He was quite a guy.
He was. I knew John Joe way back in 1979. He was the first man ever to put me up into the Catskills with John and Gertie Byrne.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
That's right, yes. Well, I had my daughters in the band at that time, Debbie and Donna, and we had a very good lack together, and he felt it would suit, so we ended up working for Gertie, and it was great.
Oh, I see.
We've become good friends over the years, John and Gertie, and indeed, God rest his soul, John Joe Summers.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what a shame. He was too young to pass.
He was indeed, and I couldn't believe it. John Byrne had told me that he wasn't too well, but you hear somebody who's not too well, and you think, well, okay, they've got a bit of heart problems or something that's not terminal.
Yeah.
And I put it down to that, and then I actually found out from Ireland. It's an amazing world we live in. Somebody told me yesterday, did you not know that John Joe had died? And I didn't know. I was shocked, actually, Jim.
Yeah, yeah. I think everybody was. I do think that, you do hear somebody's sick, but they usually pull through.
That's right. Well, sadly he didn't, and that's such a waste of a young man.
Right.
So, but sure, hey, it's all there ahead of us, Jim. That's the saddest part of it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We have to live life every day and make the most of it.
That's for sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope that when you do come, I hope we'll be able to have you come into the station live, and it'll be great to see you again.
Absolutely, and I'll bring in Natasha with me as well. She's a lovely girl, and a very, very personable girl, because she knows how to talk and do an interview as well. She's pretty good.
Yeah, I saw her.
And we'd love to do that.
Yeah, I saw another video on YouTube. It's an older one of you. With that song, I think Lee Lynch wrote it. Patty's on the Run.
Patty's on the Move. Patty's on the Move.
Patty's on the Move. I saw an old video of YouTube of you singing that.
I'll send you a copy of that as well, Jim.
Oh, and that was Lee Lynch wrote that, right?
That was Lee. Oh, yeah, which is I think I told you he's a cousin of yours as well.
Yes, you did tell me that. Yes. That's
right. That's right.
Yeah, great song.
Very talented man. Great songwriter as well.
I wish I got the chance to meet him.
You would have a great time with him, because he was full of fun.
Absolutely, yeah.
And sadly, he only passed away 2 years ago, you know. But he had a lot of problems with the heart for over 20 years. And then he suffered a thing called Addison's disease, and everything was screwed up. So it was just a matter of time. But he gave the whole thing up 20 years ago, Jim. He never wrote a song again.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, he packed it all in, which was sad, you know. A very sad waste of talent.
Absolutely. And I have some old recordings of his somewhere.
What have you got? What have you got?
Oh, I don't know. I have an old 45, and I have some, a tape that I think I got with some compilation of stuff about 10 years ago or something. And
okay, well, what I'll do is I'll when I get back to Ireland, I'll give you a call and I'll work out what you haven't got, and I'll get it to you, Jim.
That sounds great, Billy Joe.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So now there you go. We have a rake of relations. Incidentally, I'd like to say hello to all the Corneliusons in Boston, in Stoughton, and also my cousins. One of them was a police captain, Joe Hanley, and his brother Jack was a detective there. So if they happen to be listening in, I'll let them know that they're related to you as well, you know?
Absolutely. Okay, I'd love that.
Absolutely. You never know, you might get a call.
That's great, because I'd love to meet relatives, and I know I've got so many of them. So,
absolutely. And incidentally, my daughter Debbie is listening in online right now in Clane in County Kildare.
Oh.
And she's quite surprised that she has a cousin on the radio in Boston. So I'm going to do a little request for Debbie, Noel, Amy, and Rebecca, who would be listening right now, and also for Joe downstairs, who's listening to the show on radio. Joe comes, as TR said, from Leitrim, and I produced, I'll get it to you, I produced a nice single for Joe and a young lady called Arlene Bailey called I Dreamt of Mother Last Night, and I must get it to you, Jim. It's a really nice production, really nice, and he does a great job of it.
Yeah, oh, okay. I would love to hear that.
So now, my best wishes, Jim, to yourself and indeed all the family and all the relations in Boston. And God willing, we'll meet up, hopefully, when I come out with Natasha. I'm trying to arrange a weekend in Boston. If I can work that one out, we'll definitely go to Boston. I'll definitely come in. We'll have the interview and we'll get together after that, you know? That sounds great to me, Billy Joe. By the way, is your daughter Debbie? Sorry, Jim. By the way, just very quickly, one person I forgot that's listening in Clane, County Kildare, is a gentleman. He's a cousin of Mick Foster. Is a man called Mick Lawler. So best wishes to him as well, Jim. You know? Oh, I think he sent me an email last night asking me to post a link to this. I think it was him. Maybe not. Oh, my God. Yeah, that would be Mick. Yeah, undoubtedly. It would indeed. Mick's been in the business all his life. And okay. I've known him since I was a child, you know. So a good man, very decent man. Now, your daughter, Debbie, was she part of the group Patty and the Biddies? She'd rather forget that one. Yes, she was. She would rather forget that one. Yeah, she wasn't that keen on the image for Paddy and the Biddies, believe me. Oh, okay. You know, wearing welly boots now and a cap is not exactly very ladylike. Well, unless you're working on the farm, and no, they became a pretty successful little band after that called the Nashville Angels. 5 girls, all playing nothing but good quality country, and they made a fair inroad in Ireland. But then they done what all girls done. They decided to get married. They fell in love. They got married, and that was the beginning and the end of the career. Oh, I see. Yeah. You know, but you can't blame them for that. They have to get on with their lives. No. And when did you have Love Train? That was in the 80s, right? You had a group, Love Train? Oh my God! You've done your homework on it, Jen. Yeah, I toured with, God rest his soul, good friend, the late great Joe Dolan, with Love Train. We done 21 days around Ireland with him. You know, I didn't know Joe Dolan was part of your group. About that, Jim. Huh? I said I didn't even know you knew about that. Absolutely. I have. You've done your homework. Yeah, actually, I have a 45 of yours, of Love Train with Billy Joe Wood, I'm a Fool. And on the other side was the same version of Will You Marry Me for Christmas? Yeah, that's a song, Jim, that's a song I wrote, actually, between Lee Lynch and myself. Actually, the original title, the record company got that wrong. The original title of that was called Here I Go Again. Oh, okay. And that was a good song, a good rock and roll song. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. God.
I'm going to play that song.
You're going back a few years, Jim.
I think I am, yeah. But I think I'm going to play that song. Maybe we'll dedicate it to your daughter, Debbie, who's listening.
Absolutely. It's definitely, and Debbie would know that song very, very well. So yes, it's for her, and indeed Amy and Rebecca and Noel, who's listening, and indeed and McLawler as well. So listen, Jim, great to talk to you, and God willing, we'll get together in August, September.
Sounds good, Billy Joe. Thank you so much.
Okay, Jim. God bless you.
You too, Billy. That's Billy Joe Ward here on Sounds of the Emerald Isle, my third cousin Billy Joe, and here is a record of his from 1983 called I'm a Fool. We'll dedicate this to his daughter, Debbie.